Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. Welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. We're gonna try to slowly wrap up ASL Day 2 prelims of Season 20 now. This is gonna be group number 9, and in the finals we have BishOp versus BTS TvZ, and so far the score is 1-1. The final set played on the map Polestar. Let's see how much. Who is the favorite to win? Who do you? I guess in terms of like popularity or just prestige in the last 20 years, BishOp is the better known player. But recently, I think BTS is coming out strong and he's becoming a regular appearance in daily pro leagues, right? And he streams well, and a lot of people are supporting him. So, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be cheering for BTS. Plus, his name is BTS. Would you want to vote for guy's name is BTS or the guy's name is BishOp, right? I mean, if your name is Queen, it might be different, but your name is BishOp. You're like a mid-ranked, chess unit. Anyways, my neighbor has returned. Has put on the AC. Have to put on the noise suppressor. Anyways, this SV is gonna come through, and hatchery is gonna get planted. Oh, that, thank God that happened. I mean, like that game between Royal and what is it? No, not between Royal, between Baby and Fengzi, right? No, there was one game now. Whatever. My brain is fried. My brain is fried. So let's just talk about this game here. What is happening? Um, Scouting correctly here from BishOp, but his enemy is gonna be going for early Zerglings and early lair, and the Marine is completely spotted by the Overlords. So this Overlord will know how many Marines and when they will move out. So it's not going to be very easy for BishOp to actually fool the enemy here. He might want to come to the other side, but of course, that is also showing to the Overlord that there's no Marine on the right side, and that might trigger something. Anyways, Zerling with speed is going to be researched. Interesting that he's going to be going for Zerling with speed. Usually, I feel like that would be an over investment. I feel like once the Terran player has seen that you have early pull, it's just enough. Don't make Zerling with speed. But 3 Marines going to get created, and that SCV is going to get escorted out. Alright, what are we seeing now? Looks like Terran player is doing okay, and Zerg side is gonna try to build up his economy and maybe build a hatchery somewhere inside of the base as he takes his spire. So yeah, I have nothing to talk about, so maybe I will shut up once in a while because I don't really like TvZ. You have a very good luck, man. I'm not reading you a book because in the past I used to read you passages from book when there was TvZ around. Anyways, Zerg with speed just kicks in, and I don't know if BishOp has seen that or not. I don't think he did, but I could be wrong. Anyways, from BishOp's side, it looks like he's not gonna be going for bio. I don't think. What is he going for? I think he's going for bio. I just don't see it yet on the high ground. Engineering bay there it is. So we're gonna be having more barracks coming up. And Sunken's coming down. Okay, this is an interesting build. 4th mark of the game, and we don't see the second barracks. Now we see. I guess the timing was just a little bit off here because we have an early lair and early spire from the Zerg side. So I feel like the barracks are slightly delayed, but they're not. They're just right on time. Anyways, we have a scan there to confirm that it is going to be indeed Mutalisks. And let's see how these players are going to be responding. Alright, more barracks coming up. In these spawning positions, BTS, I think, won't have any advantages going for Mutalist because he will need to go to the expansion first to clear the tourist there, then go into the choke and then go into the main. If he wants to go into the main, he have to go around, which is not really beneficial, and it will give a few seconds extra to BishOp to prepare his defenses. Anyways, we are seeing mutants coming up now. I think 5 is the right number, maybe 4, and then 1 behind. And we have a bunker setting up. on the front door. The Mutuals decided to completely skip the expansion and go directly into the main. Good idea, because usually the expansion is the first place to be fortified. And in response, Marines are returning to support the turrets getting constructed, and that SCV is about to get sniped. SCV could get one-shotted. Indeed, it's gonna get one-shotted, two-shotted rather, but still. They're gonna try to come back again. The second turret's gonna get created. The SCV is gonna be very careful. The SCV might get sniped, and that would really complicate things there. A little bit for BishOp. He's trying to hold back, but now looks like things are looking all right. Demetrius might dive in again on that SCV, but no, at the last minute, things are gonna clear out. We don't have a third base for BTS here. So I don't really understand what is the game plan. I guess it's just gonna be going for massive mutualist. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually upgrading his mutualist cappers or weapons upgrade even. Alright, looks like the mutualist gonna dive in here, but there's 4 turrets, so they have to back up. And BishOp is trying to go for a push now. I think he's scanning and checking for the third base. He doesn't see anything. He might want to just send an SCV towards the top right, because the mutualists are pinned down here. So why not? Why don't you just send something towards the top right to see exactly what's happening? Alright, we just gotta try to stim forward here. 11 meters, 1 is damage. I would advise BTS to keep one of the damage meters back, because 10 is just plenty to attack here, and the threat of losing 1 to turret is actually quite high. He dives in once again. He loses the weak meters that was damaged from before. He destroys a lot of the turrets though, and in response, looks like BishOp is sending the rest of the Marines towards the expansion. SVs have been largely evacuated now. There are 3 Sunkens. 3 Sunkens, I think it's just enough to hold in. Mitches will return to Ebb to help with the defense. The Marines need to stim right now. They need to stim. They are stimming through, and there's going to be drones getting pulled or not. Looks like the Sunkens going to be falling very, very quickly. The Sunkens are not yet destroyed. He needs to destroy 1 Sunken at the same time. He's going to pull back. He's going to pull back because there are just way too many mutuals, and now it's going to be the time, I think, for BishOp to rebuild his turrets. He needs to rebuild his turrets as well during this time. He's going to try to come out, and he does get some mutuals destroyed. Zerlings are not getting created fast enough. And there's going to be some major attack. The next wave is coming through. The turrets is slowly getting rebuilt. And we're seeing the mutuals trying to catch some Marines in the middle of the map here. Looks like BishOp is not paying attention. He's not attacking. Oh my god, he's losing more Marines. And the other groups have to retreat. Maybe they will not retreat. I'm not so sure. Anyways, how many mutuals are we seeing here? That the turrets are not recreated fast enough, and looks like there's gonna be a dive onto the turrets again. These are the Marines cannot support, so I guess BTS is on the move here. He's gonna be the one who possibly will qualify for the next round of ASL, but the turret's gonna get destroyed. The Marines get pushed back once again, and the mutuals saves themselves for that engagement, whereas the medic and the Marines get exterminated supply-wise. 63 for BTS. BishOp is down to 35. Things not looking very good at all for BishOp, but we're going to be very, very happy to see BTS qualifying in the round of 24. Do we have any information about his previous appearances? I guess I don't have the previous. Was he in the previous season of ASL? Wow, look at this. A crazy attack incoming here. Says BishOp want to finish in style. He will come in, he will take care of the turrets. This is going to be an over investment, because looks like BishOp cannot win the game, but he still has got enough to defend, I think. Maybe. Anyways, we might see more forces coming through. And this turret's gonna get sniped, and that's gonna snowball slowly. Look at how many Zergs are getting created. Looks like BishOp says, I want to end the game right now. He sends everybody to the front. The bunker is gonna try to cover, which is destroying the Marines on the high ground. Zerg is gonna try and come to the high ground as well. And that's going to be a nice way to finish the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 23rd participant in round of 24. It is going to be Mr. BishOp. Excuse me, Mr. BTS. As for Mr. BishOp, he will have to fight in the next round. That is going to be next year, right? 2026 is going to be when he will have a chance to fight again. But yeah, nicely done, nicely done. So thank you very much. If you've enjoyed this class, you can buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. I will see you soon at some point in the future. And may another amazing series, amazing season of Broodwar prevail. Okay, we have some kind of fantasy GG timing here, but that's fine. I can sit here and enjoy this with you forever. I can climax forever. I don't really climax over TvZ. It's not really my orientation, if you know what I mean. But yeah, sure, I can watch it. I can watch it. More turrets gonna get destroyed. Bishop is trying very hard because he thinks the enemy's got only one base, so two bases. I mean, excuse me. So maybe he thinks he's gonna have a chance to come back, but there is no chance. Burning barracks is a beautiful thing to watch. At the last minute, looks like everything's gonna be destroyed. Zerglings are streaming through destroying turrets left and right. GG from Bishop July. Thanks for watching. Good job and goodbye.